You've drawn attention a bit to, I know, a primary concern of people who are thinking, hey, I know I'm great at what I know, I'm known for it, but this business of going out there and targeting clients isn't highly appealing to me. I don't know how to do it. I've never done it. It seems like it's just a lot of work. Let's talk about that a bit. There are other aspects to this we will get to, but how do you go about this when your entire career you've been part of a matrix company where you didn't necessarily have to do that work? What do you advise, Harriette?
Well, it does take a lot of homework and sort of a SWOT analysis of what's going on in the marketplace based on what you know and what you're familiar with. So you could think of your former clients or customers, what's going on in their world. And so reading articles, staying on top of the business, joining professional organizations, talking to previous colleagues. Um, if you can, talking to some of those organizations to find out what their problems are. So some of that can be proactive research. The other can be attending conferences or presentations or talks. I mean, there's a plethora of information across the internet. If you start playing around with search terms to find out the top 10 problems or top 10 opportunities or whatever your top 10 is that you're searching for, and look at it that way. You can find experts in a given field on a LinkedIn or other platforms who you want to connect with, who are thought leaders in that arena, and find out what are they writing about, what are they saying are the problems, and so on. So the clients can come from people you know and situations you know. They can come from recommendations from those people of people you don't know, but you kind of have to go out and start exploring and starting to talk to people about what they're seeing, what's going on within their organizations. And that helps to begin to create not only a target client list, but sometimes a referral list as well of
Mhm.
people who can refer you to those things.
Right. So you need a compelling, relevant value story. We've established that. Do you need a pitch, or is it more organic than that? Meaning you're out and about, your reputation precedes you, walk into a room, virtual or otherwise, and people know what to expect from you. Is there something more you need to do, and how do you do that without appearing to be pushy or salesy? Is a question that I often get from executives that are contemplating this move.
Well, it's presenting your value and
Mm.
your story, both verbally and having the collateral to support that. And again, there could be an and equation in there. Talked to someone yesterday who um, it's not consulting so much, but he's looking for advisory board kinds of positions, some of which he'd like to get paid for, and he's been on boards, and he's looking for whatever that next corporate opportunity is. Hasn't gotten quite to consulting yet, but you can have a document, um, a snapshot of yourself, your career, the highlights, and so on, which can help you tell your story and can help people remember your story once you're gone.
Mhm.
Now, if you've crossed the path where you say, I'm establishing a consulting business, it's the same thing. You still need something to present yourself as a consultant. It's usually not a PowerPoint slide deck, can be, but something that you can leave behind that communicates the value of what you're going to bring. So again, whether that you're bringing that to a full-time job or to consultancy, you have to have a story, you have to be able to communicate it in a meaningful way, and you have to have collateral, I guess I would call it, that would help you tell your story, whether it's a document, a LinkedIn profile, a company landing page, if you're going that route, whatever it is. But there needs to be that continuity and consistency of message because you're marketing. And you can be as proactive with that, targeting clients, doing outreach, and so on, or Sometimes it's reactive, being ready to respond to requests, referrals, etc.